The Cleveland Indians are the only team in the AL Central with a positive run differential. Jim Cowsert, Associated Press, by Neil Greenberg, July 24 at 11:12 a.m. Email the author. The second half of the Major League Baseball season is in danger of being a snooze fest, especially for fans of the American League. Heading into Tuesday night's games, all three AL division leaders, Boston Red Sox, Cleveland Indians and Houston Astros, enjoy at least a 5-game lead on their divisional opponents, with the Indians and Astros having at least a 98% chance of walking away with the division, per Fangraphs projections. The Red Sox, meanwhile, have a 6-game edge over the New York Yankees, giving them a 71% chance at winning the AL East. The Yankees hold a 4-game lead in the wild card race, almost guaranteeing both these teams will qualify for postseason play. In an MLB season of tremendous losing, how do players on bad teams keep their heads up? If this sounds familiar, it should. The Astros, Indians and Red Sox had their respective divisions locked up at this time last year, and there wasn't expected to be much drama heading into the 2018 season either, as a number of teams decided to prioritize long-term growth over chasing a playoff spot this season. The Indians benefit from a woefully weak division. They are the only team in the AL Central with a positive run differential, +84, and don't face much competition from the Kansas City Royals, Major League low -189 run differential, or Chicago White Sox, -127, leaving just the Minnesota Twins, -23, and Detroit Tigers, -73, as their only true division rivals this season, and even that is a stretch. To be fair, the Indians would be competitive in most divisions. They bat .258, tied for 5th in the majors this year, with a 771 OPS, 4th, creating runs at a rate that is 8% higher than the league average, after adjusting for league and park effects, 108 WRC+, 4th. Cleveland's starting pitching, featuring Corey Kluber, Carlos Carrasco and Trevor Bauer, is also the second most valuable in 2018 per wins above replacement, 13. 1-4, giving them a good chance to win, no matter who gets the start among that trio. The Astros, the reigning world champions, create runs at a rate that is 13% higher than average, trailing only the Yankees in this regard, with a top-flight starting rotation, 14. 6-4, most in majors, and bullpen, 4.74, 4th. So even with two decent playoff contenders in their rearview mirror, in the Seattle Mariners and Oakland Athletics, it seems clear those teams will be fighting over the second wild-card slot, and not the AL West crown. So with 4 of the 5 postseason slots already locked down, it all comes down to the second wild-card team. On paper, the Mariners have the edge over the Athletics. Seattle has a 2.5-game lead over Oakland with more projected wins, 90 versus 88, by the end of the season. However, the Mariners' run differential, +1, suggests they are closer to a team that wins half their games, rather than the 60-40 team. 600 win rate we are seeing in the standings. If we account for the sequence in which they get their hits, walks and strikeouts, also known as base runs, we would expect Seattle to have a 51-49 record, 9 fewer wins than they have heading into Tuesday. That would seem to be good news for the A's, except Oakland has also been luckier than we would expect. Its +34 run differential suggests a 54-47 record, not the 58-43 record we see now. At best, Oakland should keep pace with Seattle over the rest of the season, but it's doubtful the A's can overtake the M's, making the Mariners the most likely winner of the final AL wildcard race. Current record projected record LWL win wildcard make playoffs Yankees 63-35-102. 359.7 71% 99% Mariners 60-40 90.5 71.5 62% 64% Athletics 58-43 88.3 73.7 34% 34% Rays 51-49 80. 82.01% 1% Angels 50-51 79.8 82.21% 1% Read more on MLB. Very physical. Braves announcers exaggerate the Max Scherzer-Steven Strasburg incident from Arkansas to Nats Park. The story of Bryce Harper's home run derby headband Boswell. Will D. See remember this All-Star game 50 years later? Something tells me yes. Baseball commissioner, union chief clash over free agency, rules changes.